The whole city was made of metal and gears. When danger loomed, the houses lining the streets began to shrink and fold in on themselves. One after another, entire buildings retracted underground. Massive engines roared to life, belching thick black smoke into the air. Then the streets themselves began to move. It wasn't an earthquake, it was the awakening of the colossal predator, known as London City, beginning its daily hunt. The small towns that once clustered together, scattered in panic, each firing up their own engines to flee. All but one. Its engine coughed, sputtered, and refused to start. Only when the shadow of the giant loomed close, did it finally roar awake. London's steel jaws were already opening wide. The mayor wrenched the wheel hard, spinning the town around just before the massive gears could crush it. In that instant, the sheer scale difference was undeniable. The little town scurrying like an ant, while the towering city bore down on it. From London's decks, residents leaned over railings, cheering and shouting as if watching a sport. At their commander's order, the drivers poured on more power, engines screaming in pursuit. The little town sped past one of London's enormous wheels. Its track mark alone was a crater, deep enough to swallow a house. Even as bolts and panels rattled loose, the mayor dared not slow. In desperation, he ordered the entire stockpile of table salt dumped to lighten the load. Still, the giant closed in. Then, a glimmer of hope. A vast canyon appeared ahead, but halfway there, a deep chasm split the path. The mayor spotted it just in time, yanking the wheel to avoid, sending the whole town into the abyss. That swerve, however, gave London's master the opening he needed. Dozens of chain-linked harpoons shot out, slamming into the fleeing town. The giant's jaws yawned open once more. No matter how the town strained and twisted, it couldn't break free. Mechanical arms stabbed into the earth, dragging the captive in. The gates closed behind them. With a final, echoing clang, there would be no escape. A broadcast crackled through London's loudspeakers. Residents were ordered to disembark and strip the captured town of anything useful. What couldn't be salvaged was seized by the mechanical arms and tossed into the great furnaces, feeding the endless hunger that kept London City alive.